as Himalayas are famous for its snow, for rainfall, but this time we are seeing a totally different scenario. We are seeing that the Himalayas are burning. The Himalayas are going through a forest fire. Why is it so? This is what we will be looking today. Hello and welcome to the InFocus series section of Drishti IAS. I am Aisha Singh, and in today's video we will be discussing about the topic that Himalayas are on fire. Himalayas are burning. So first of all, about the timeline, first we'll be looking at the news, then about the topic of lack of snowfall which is happening in nowadays, then what are the types of forest fire, its causes, what are the disadvantages, and in the end the means practice question. Topic is of relevance from GS paper 3, disaster management. You should be able to know what is a forest fire, what are its causes, and what are the disadvantages. So before going forward, on the occasion of Republic Day, Drishti IAS is coming up with a special discount for you people, which will be on all online pen drive and test series courses, and the discount is from 20 to 50%, valid from 21st of January to 25th of January. So you can go and check out the information and can register yourself with the link which is given in the description box, or can also download the Drishti Learning app for more information and subscribe to the Drishti IAS channel. So moving forward, the news talks about Himalayas on fire. Uttarakhand recorded maximum fire alerts countrywide in snowless January. As the month of December and January are known for winter, and the January is known for its peak winter. So this is the time when the cold wave is going on, the snowfall is happening at the places which are at a very high altitude. But this time in the Himalayas, in the higher altitude, we are able to see that snowfall is not happening. The rain is not taking place. So the reason which was known to be for beautiful snowfall, the tourism which used to be there because of the snowfall, is not happening this time. So the January is now going snowless, and because of which the problem of forest fire could be seen. So what is happening is that India's Himalayan forests are burning, and it has recorded the highest number of forest fire alerts between January 9 to 16, 2024 that have been recorded in the state of Uttarakhand. So the state, which is a Himalayan state, is known for its tourism, it's known for its serene and its beauty all around the state, is not seeing the snowfall, while on the other hand, completely opposite of it is going through a forest fire incident, and maximum number of forest fire incidents can be observed between January 9 to January 16 in Uttarakhand. So because of lack of snowfall and rainfall in Uttarakhand, it has led to increasing number of forest fire. So this is the region when snowfall and rain used to take place, and because of the rain and the snowfall, the fire if any kind of fire happens in that region, so because of the snowfall and rain, the fire could not get increased, or the fire could not spread, because the rain or the snowfall used to suppress it. But now that the snowfall and the rain is not taking place, so the forest fire incidents are on a rise. So if we talk about the state of Uttarakhand in India's map, then Uttarakhand is a Himalayan state, and it shares its international boundary with Nepal and China on the north, while Uttarakhand shares its eastern border with Nepal. Then if we talk about the Indian states with which Uttarakhand shares its border, then it is Himachal Pradesh, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. Now lack of snowfall. So let's see that no rain or snowfall has been observed from January 1 to January 16 in the state of Uttarakhand, and this is also the time period when a lot of forest fire incidents is observed. Nainital has recorded a temperature of 0.8 millimeter of rain. So the rain which is observed in Nainital is very less, because what it usually gets is 14 mm, and what it is getting this time is 0.8 mm. It means that there is a huge difference what it always used to observe, and now this year what it has observed. And according to the Indian Meteorological Department, the areas of Chamoli, Uttarkashi, Pithoragarh and other hill districts in Uttarakhand have recorded a 100% deficit in rainfall. So, the higher stretches of Uttarakhand, which used to be known for its snowfall and rainfall, have recorded a 100% deficit, and this is what the IMD is saying. Then the Uttarakhand receiving 75% less rainfall than normal. So, there is a deficit in rainfall in higher stretches, and then overall there is around 75% deficit. Then this has translated into forest fire state-wise. Now, the forest fire. Now, what is a forest fire first of all? Forest fire is uncontrolled fire which happens in the forests of a place. Uncontrolled fire means that it is very difficult to control that fire, and the fire goes on for days and it can go on for months also. So that is forest fire, and it spreads rapidly. So when any type of forest fire used to take place during this time, in earlier years, in earlier times, what used to happen is, because of the rain and the snowfall, this forest fire used to get suppressed. But now that there is a rainfall and a rainfall and a snowfall deficit, so there is nothing which can suppress this forest fire, and that is the reason that the incidents of forest fire are on a rise. The years 2006, 7, 8 and 9 had also seen very less post-monsoon precipitation, and the year 2024, starting of 2024, is also seeing very less precipitation. Now let's talk about the types of forest fire, as we just discussed what is forest fire. So the types of forest fire can be ground fire, surface fire and crown fires. So let's start with ground fire. As the name itself is telling, ground fire, it means that the fire takes place or the fire starts on the ground. So it is fueled by buried dead vegetation such as peat and moves slowly underground, and it is difficult to suppress. As it goes on ground, it is very difficult to suppress it. Then comes the surface fire. It is fueled by surface detritus such as fallen leaves, twigs and dry vegetation. And dry vegetation is very easy and they catch fire also very easily. And it is generally the easiest to extinguish. So it gets extinguished also easily. Then comes the crown fires. They burn in the tree canopy. So the images that you see majorly on social media or in television or newspapers, that the huge fire which we see is basically a type of crown fires, because the trees, the canopy of trees are burning, and they are the most dangerous type of wildfire, burning extremely hot and spreading rapidly. Because the canopy of trees is burning, it spread also at a very rapid pace, and it gets spread very rapidly, and then it is very difficult to suppress it, because the moment you will be able to suppress it from one area, it will spread very fastly to other areas also. Then what are the causes? So one of the foremost causes is lightning. So most prominent cause for wildfire or forest fire is lightning. Then spontaneous combustion of dry vegetation. So dry vegetation, even when there is no external cause, it can burn itself. It gets rubbed to other, through rubbing it can generate fire. Then volcanic activities, because very hot lava or magma comes out, and this can cause forest fires. Then naked flame. Cigarettes are one of the most common factors nowadays for forest fire, and because we usually do not put much attention towards it, and this is one of the major causes of man-made forest fire also, because we do not pay much attention to it, and we throw cigarettes like that only. But it many a times we see that because of that cigarette, the fire gets start at a very small level, but it goes on to become a huge. Then electric spark. Nowadays, the problem of electric spark is also increasing. Then any source of ignition encounters inflammable material. So any source of ignition also can be an example for the forest fire. So these are few of the causes. Then comes, what are the disadvantages? This disadvantages is very simple. That is, it is very harmful for the forest. It can destroy the patches of forest very easily. Then it becomes very dangerous for the environment, as it causes and it add on to the pollution very much. Then it can disturb and destroy the ecosystem of any area very easily. And it is also a threat to human life, because if it reaches an area where human population is living, it becomes extremely difficult to suppress the fire. Can devastate the ecosystem, can lead to erosion and sedimentation, because the primary level of trees or the primary level of shrubs, they get destroyed, and then the vegetation to start again from primary level takes a lot of time. And then in the end, a means practice question. So you need to do your answer writing practice, giving you a very easy one and a very basic one, so that you can check your basics. What are forest fires? So write down the definition of forest fires and why are they on rise in Uttarakhand. So what are forest fire? Write about the forest fires and why is it in news, what is happening in Uttarakhand, and why are they in rise in Uttarakhand. So try to do your answer writing practice. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing, and keep subscribing to the Drishti IAS channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.